Hello, y'all. I hope everybody's been doing good and hanging in there. So anyway, it's been, quite the month and all that. Well, actually, quite the year. We've been working like, a shitload of overtime at work still, and actually last weekend was probably, the first full weekend I've had off, in quite some time, but I think there was, can't remember exactly when it was, but there was another weekend I put in, vacation for, that Friday to automatically get Saturday and Sunday off, and I did that, and had them 3 days off, but the only reason, have last weekend off is because, it snowed here. If you see my videos, spring snow, of course I did videos on that. You'll know what I'm talking about, but I called in due to snow, due to a shitload of other associates at my work, so that's the only reason I got last weekend off is because of snow, and kind of stuck in the house for a portion of the day because of it. But anyway, let's get on. Want to provide y'all some updates with how I'm doing. First of all, today is March 18th, and a few days from now, March the 20th, I'll be 8 months sober. Not a drop of alcohol, and 8 months, March the 20th, and I'm gonna keep it that way too. And it's just think of course, I think I've actually seen a big improvement in myself. Don't get me wrong, I still have a lot to work with, but I think I've seen, a big improvement in myself, in the last year or so. It's just, when I was drinking all that time, it's just like clockwork, at home at 4 o'clock every night, just chugging away at all that wine, all that vodka, you name it. But anyway, it's just if you I was ashamed for anybody to step in my house, because there were wine bottles everywhere. I would just drink a bottle and just throw it, just anywhere in the living room. Just set it anywhere. It was, quite a pathetic scene, and of course, didn't keep my, house clean, and of course, and now that I'm sober, I'm just, my house is staying clean. I just, doing much better at cleaning my house, and there's no garbage laying anywhere, and I'm just keep my floors swept and keep my dishes washed, keep my clothes folded, and my house is much better in array than it was when I had my big drinking problem. It's just, but anyway, everything is a lot more organized here, and if somebody actually wanted, to come visit me at my house here, just I wouldn't be ashamed, to have a visitor in because, I mean, I'm just keeping my house clean and, have nothing to be insecure about anymore. I mean, big, a world of difference from when my house was messy all the time, when, I was stoned. I mean, much better difference, and, it just, yeah, but anyway, my house is staying clean, I mean, and also, of course, I mean, I just try to, stay positive and, just, I mean, as I go along, it's just, another thing I should get into, I mean, of course, I see a therapist twice a week and, we'll just get into that in a minute, but, just, well, guess I'm just bringing up thinking more positive. I mean, because, my therapist, Shirley, I mean, she just encourages me these kind of stern ways to stay positive, and, it's just, I mean, it took me a while to get there, but think, I find I'm almost to that destination. Yeah. Yes, I mean, it's just, I mean, after all the worrying I've done and problems I thought, I thought I had, I just, whenever I come to myself again, I mean, I just come to the conclusion, I was kind of worried and all bent out of shape over something. That wasn't really a big deal at all. I was just making a mountain out of a molehill. And then, I'm just like, gosh, Sammy, why did you beat yourself up over that? Just, So that encourages me to stay more positive, when it's been proven to me that, things I worried about didn't turn out to be that big of a deal anyway. And, of course, now I'll go back to my therapist, Shirley. I see her twice a week, and, Shirley thought, it would, be a good idea for me to see her, twice a week for a while. I mean, we've been doing that ever since I got a rehab. I mean, Shirley convinced me of that because, well, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and, Shirley thinks that, therapy maybe twice a week would be healthy for me, and I totally agree with her. So, and of course, I mean, me and Shirley will talk about serious stuff. We'll go on about, what's bothering me and all that stuff. And, then we'll joke around some and all that stuff. And, so anyway, just, of course, Shirley knows me by now, and she isn't surprised by all off-the-wall stuff, my brain conjures up, but, I guess she's used to it by now. She's known me for like a year and a half, so she's kind of used to it, but it's really good therapy to see Shirley twice a week to keep me in a sane form of mind. And so anyway, I'm trying to be friendlier to people. I'm trying to, I spent all my life being super shy and, just not really course, I mean, I can talk. I can carry on conversation, but, you know, it's just that it's always been, I mean, somebody else would have to initiate the conversation with me before I would actually go into conversation, but, you know, you know, but I mean, it's just, I mean, it's just, I mean, that's always been like, you know, a compulsion of mine, just to be very so shy. I mean, just, I guess it's a product of me feeling different and, you know, thinking I have cerebral palsy and then diagnosed with autism and don't feel like I fit in, so I've been really shy all these years, but I'm trying to break the ice and be friendlier to people, try to be more helpful, be more considerate of, like, you know, others, you know, thoughts, and, you know, just, you know, I mean, joke around, I mean, keep my jokes, like, you know, so that they don't get out of whack or offensive. I mean, tell jokes, I mean, that are actually funny, maybe go a little bit out there, but, you know, not get, like, you know, offensive like I had before and I felt bad about. And of course I'm also trying to do a better job of, like, you know, being the first one to speak instead of waiting for somebody else to speak first, and, you know, just kind of like trying to more often be the first one to initiate a conversation, which, you know, think, cause, you know, I kind of think, you know, maybe that's been the problem with me all along. I just should have, like, you know, done a better job of, like, trying to break the ice, like, you know, throughout my whole life, but, you know, just, but, you know, I'm now 46 years old, and, you know, just, I mean, it's time for me to come to my true self, and, like, you know, just, you know, and, kind of get a portrayal of, you know, how I really need to be and how I need to improve myself, rather than just sit around and just feel sorry for myself all the time, which in the long run really gets me nowhere. I mean, just, of course, I mean, I don't, I mean, I just used to think, well, I mean, it's just, I mean, it would be nice for other people to, like, you know, help me, and know that I'm feeling sorry for myself, but that is not the way of life. I mean, I gotta come to the realization the only person that can change his life is me right here, Sammy Reedy. I can get advice from other friends and I can get advice from therapists, but if I don't follow through with that advice, and, you know, I don't follow through with the recommendations, I'm just gonna stay the poor old pitiful Sammy that, you know, I really don't need to be and not healthy. So, you know, I just prioritize myself and, you know, just consider what I need to do to change my life rather than expect other people to change my life for me. I mean, it starts with me, Sammy Reedy. I gotta do it, and I can do it, and I will do it, and I should have done a much better job of that. But, you know, just pretty late in life right now. I'm at 46 years old, but better late than never. So, gosh, I'm just rambling on, aren't I? Gosh, 15 minutes and the video's getting long, so let's see, what else am I doing? And oh, trying to lose weight. I'm now more serious than I ever was before about, like, losing weight. And of course, if you see my video, my weight gain and now hopefully weight loss may have a little bit of the gist of the idea, but we're just tired of being fat. I'm just I don't want to be fat anymore. It's just I just being fat is not healthy, and it's just I should have been more responsible, kept more of a rein on my weight years ago, but I just kind of regret letting things get out of control. But all I can do is make the best of myself now and continue to move forward. And of course, I'll eat one meal a day, and just I don't really eat sweets very much anymore. Maybe just a few Cokes a day, maybe one in the morning and one midday, but that's it. It's just I just try to stay way cut back on soda pops. I love soda pops, but at the same time I just gotta come to the realization that I just can't overdo anymore, because soda pops have a shitload of sugar and will keep somebody plumped up, like there's no tomorrow. Of course, I'll eat a meal in the cafeteria at my work, and when I get home I'll just kind of snack on maybe a few spoonfuls of peanut butter, and I'll take my multivitamin every day. And what I take is Blue Bonnet multivitamin. I get from Right Way Health Foods here in Athens, and and I'll take my vitamin daily. I believe in taking a good multivitamin to maintain, good health, so that's what I do. And, I'm gonna, be more faithful about attending the Y, working out, and, good exercise will come a long way. Just gotta have the power to be motivated and discipline yourself and make that happen. And before this video gets too long, let me say that I'm on vacation this week. I'm feeling a lot more positive. I feel like my life is improving, and feel like I'm making some headway, because I'm focused on bettering myself. I'm truly focused on bettering myself, and I know I'm not perfect. Sometimes I goof up, but whenever I do goof up, I definitely try to correct it and make it right. And so anyway, tend to keep the negative thoughts out of my head on my vacation. And my family is planning a Blue Ridge trip this weekend, a cabin trip. My stepdad, Bruce Harry, has has helped set up our cabin outing this weekend in Blue Ridge, Georgia, and it's gonna be me, Mom, and Bruce, and my sisters, and maybe my nephews, and those are the only ones I know so far. But of course, it will be me, Mom, and my stepdad, and my sisters, and we'll just just chill, shoot the breeze, maybe play a game of pool, and just let all the headaches of everyday life escape us. And but anyway, I hope that everybody is doing real well, and may throw in a few more videos on my vacation here, and I'll try to keep y'all posted and just keep positivity in my mind and stay focused on getting my life straightened out and continue to get my life straightened out. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and have a great weekend and stay safe.